Going live and going live. Tagged everybody on the Discord. And we are live. All right, we'll give people a minute to get in here.
Yes. It's time for our regularly scheduled start of stream nonsense conversation to pass time for people to join.
Yeah, what do I got?
What's the nonsense of the month?
I don't know if I have nonsense. I've been playing Knights of the Old Republic 2, which is
okay.
Not necessarily nonsense, but is an old game. And so I've been thinking about like Jedi axioms and like the practicalities of the Jedi as a political and religious order that like doesn't have any followers. It is like a religion with only priests.
Okay.
And how that's weird.
A little bit.
Also, like, some of the basic tenets of the Jedi Order are pretty weird and don't really make sense with, like, the Force as a spiritual, like, concept. And, hey, Heaven. And, like, this, the Force binds us and flows through us and da-da-da-da-da. But also, attachment is bad. And, like, those don't really go together,
Yeah, some deep lore there.
Oh, well, it's not that deep of lore. Like, the Force binds us and flows through us is shit Obi-Wan says to Luke. And, you shouldn't have attachments is Yoda's whole message to Anakin in the prequels. So, it's not that deep of lore.
Yeah, I'm not very. I do like Star Wars. I'm just not like a buff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I would say I'm like a medium to medium plus Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
Like, I like a lot of the stuff, but I feel no issues with like picking and choosing what I actually engage with. Like, I still never saw Rise of Skywalker, and I stopped watching Mandalorian when I didn't like it anymore, and just only engage with the stuff I like.
Well, you didn't miss much with the new movies, The Rise of Skywalker and whatnot.
Well, I did watch Last Jedi and the one before it. That's basically just A New Hope again. That's a little reductive, but not that much. It's not called A New Hope, but it is the plot of A New Hope. What is that movie called? I can never remember what it's called.
Which one?
7. The first
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, that's right. That one was okay.
That was like the only serviceable one of the new trilogy.
I enjoyed The Last Jedi actually quite a bit. I thought it also wanted to think about the Force and the Jedi in interesting and novel ways that like other stuff was not really interested in tackling. But
who do you think's the most Pokemon like Star Wars character? Is it just Jar Jar?
No, it's Yoda. He's a little green frog freak. What are you talking like?
I mean, I guess I think you could make an argument for Jar Jar.
Yeah, I guess maybe. But I mean,
who's that big slug?
Oh, Jabba? The Hutts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, him too.
The Hutts could be.
That would be like a poison type.
Yeah. Be some good.
Something like that.
Yeah, there's plenty of little freaks in Star Wars that could be Pokemon.
There's quite a few. Honestly, even like R2 could be like a Pokemon. They have robot Pokemon.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's what Heaven said, R2-D2.
Yeah, I like R2-D2, definitely. Pokemon.
Alright.
Yeah, we got a couple in here. Partying.
Yeah, what do you say we get the show on the road? Let's look at some heat! Some fire!
Baby. Season 13. Low tier. And we got some real low tier ass Pokemon this week, too. that we're gonna watch. Porygon, Goat. I mean, we can see on my thumbnail here. Flittle. I had already made the thumbnail by the time that the Heaven Bone match was played, but we are gonna watch we're gonna see a little bit of Flittle tonight.
All right. I'm excited. I'm ready.
There's some crazy stuff. Let's go ahead and pull up this first one here. All right, we're watching. I got some honorable mention matches that we're not actually going to watch that I want to start with, though, just as a shout out. The Jace vs Jordan match. I'm not playing it on Weekly Heat because the actual game, the actual match was kind of a slog, right? It was lots of like tiny advantages, stall fest, like careful switching and stuff like that. But the entire, like, every turn of that match, they both played super, super carefully and deliberately. And I think it's a good example of how to, like, stay focused in a long match. It's just not one to necessarily watch on the Weekly Heat hype stream.
I understand.
And also the LS versus Braff game, match actually. Game 2, I love the 0-0 win for 8 dead Pokemon is excellent. Love when that happens. And then the Game 3 victory for Braff was pretty fun to watch. Yeah, slow burn definitely, Jordan. I agree. But it's time to watch some actual matches. So we got Firefalls versus Spinnerack, new coach. And the teams here that they bring, I mean, we got 10 matches to get through, so we're gonna watch them kind of fast. But I just like the team lineups basically every time. Looking at all these matches, right? Like it's just
cool every time.
A bunch of weird guys every time, and apparently
funny guys.
Apparently, Tinkaton's sprite is broken right now for some reason. I don't know, but all right. So let's go ahead and fire up this Firefalls versus Spinnerack.
Let's do it.
Match. So Firefalls ends up KOing 5 Pokemon in this match, and none of them are his own, which is awesome. Because we had the Revival Blessing, but yeah, just smart switches from the beginning.
Download is so busted.
Download just making Porygon a surprising threat.
Yeah, we need Genesect in a VGC format. Come on now, that's the real Download user.
Yeah, we've had it in a couple of VBL seasons. I had it on my team one season.
That's a mon I've always wanted to use in VGC.
Yeah. It ends up being kind of a pain because there are certain moves that were only available in the shiny form, and certain moves that were only available in the non-shiny form.
That is annoying.
So you have to switch back and forth and stuff. But yeah.
But honestly, who needs the big bug legendary when you've got Porygon, baby? Look at this thing. It's Terra Ground.
Taking kills. Bring the Dreadnought back. Don't even care. Firefalls is down 2 to 4. Having already killed one and now having to do it again.
That honestly might be the first time I've ever seen Revival Blessing actually clicked in a VGC match. I feel like it's always talked about in theory, but it never actually comes.
Yeah, I think there's been a Rabsca Revival Blessing or two at some point in VBL, but yeah, it's generally hasn't actually ended up worth it most of the time. But smart, yeah, gets a second Trick Room up here. Nice. Fake out double up, just get rid of that thing, and now Porygon can just clean it up, right?
Absolutely.
Take a kill. We let Hitmonlee get one of them, and Ice Beam finish it up. The scariest little polygonal
honestly,
duck.
You would never think of Porygon as being able to do that offensively, but it has 85 special attack, and it gets a +1 on switching. If you switch it in against the right one.
The right team composite, right? Because Download actually checks the whole 4 Pokemon team, not just the Mons that are out. I didn't realize that for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, and it basically got me to a point where I was like, I'm just not going to bother trying to like
Oh,
make sure I'm getting the right boost,
that's
and I'm not going to
interesting.
make sure that I'm not giving an opposing download the correct boost, because like you just have to do too much, and it like
Yeah,
takes into
that's
account like only Pokemon that are alive. So like if some of them are dead, it can be different and stuff like that. It's very weird, but yeah. Well, yeah, well done to Firefalls. An impressive showing for basically everybody would have said was a terrible Pokemon, but you know we're wrong.
yeah. Hey,
And then Firefalls does go on to win that set. Game two, they kind of just smashed them. Turn one Trick Room, then turn two Oko the Duraludon, and then Firefalls was just in it basically, and in the driver's seat, and just cleaned it up in like 3 turns. So, well played to Firefalls, and welcome to the League Spinner Rack.
there you go. A little taste of some baby action.
All right, next one we got here. This is game 3 of Ray versus Pardus. Game 1 was like a really RNG heavy end game for both players, right? It ended up just Dragalge versus Blissey in the end, with Blissey had multiple accuracy drops from Muddy Water. Ray got a freeze that then Pardus thawed from. It was crazy. Game 2, Pardus just kind of crushed Ray, right? And then this third, game 2 also resulted in an early forfeit from Ray, which is, we don't really do, but is also not that big of a deal. Like the writing was pretty clearly on the wall here.
Yeah.
In the second game.
I'll tell you what, Spiritomb is really impressive to me recently. I think I undervalued that mon generally. It's just so bulky. It's like so hard to remove. Great typing.
It looked pretty good in this first week from Ray, and I don't remember the other team that has it, but I do remember noticing Spiritomb as a nice, reliable Pokemon.
I think this might be the one team that has trouble breaking a Blissey. This format is like so physical, and Pardus' team has like all these special attackers, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't really be surprised to see Ray drop Blissey at some point, just because, like, other than this week, right, of the Rabombi and Rabska and Houndoom and Dragalge, like, when are you going to have a team composition that's this favorable to Blissey?
Especially in this format.
Yeah. So targeting the... I'm going to back up a turn here. Golurk dies. The Houndoom is missed with Rock Slide. So Hawlucha comes in here. The Brave Bird into the Regirock was a very I'm not exactly sure what the thinking is there.
It was a Terra read.
You think it's a Terra read?
Yeah, because I mean, I think the obvious play is to close combat the Regirock. So
to Terra fighting.
Well, I think it was just to some kind of resist Ghost type or whatever, where it would be better to just get damage on it with the flying attack. It's a bold choice for sure.
Gotcha.
But I think that maybe they felt like that was their only out, down 2-1 here.
Gotcha.
Or
could be
2-3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess 2-3, and like this Regirock's gonna probably take a kill this turn, and I think it does, right? Is it Rock Slide and then just...
I think that was the idea behind the double up, because if it Terra's out of the flying resists, then it probably KOs with the double up.
Yeah, and then we have the pretty convincing game 3 win here. But game... Oh, yeah, okay, so Pardus is saying... Here, let me just... Nope, that's not what I want. Move that. Pardus is saying here that thought for sure Ray would Terra, would have, but forgot to actually change the Terra type. So sometimes
I don't hate to play. Sometimes you play to your outs.
Right? Yeah, totally. I gotta fix my...
Gotta make some reads in Pokemon.
There we go. All right, just a little little on the fly adjustments and then readjustments, but yeah, yeah, Blissey end games, and still
You don't see it very often.
Yeah, not since Gen 4 singles, right? With Skarmory and Blissey as a strong defensive core. But
didn't they take away Toxic from them or something?
Oh,
Didn't
yeah,
that kinda,
probably.
I think they were really bad with Toxic because they could just stall you out. You couldn't break them. I'm not a singles guy though. I don't know what I'm talking about.
But all right, we got a lot more to get through, so let's cruise through these. All right, this one I am going to play kind of quick. If you want to see the whole thing along with Purple's thoughts, watch Purple's video. But this is game 1 of Purple versus Canner, and Purple manages to win with a little bit of luck, in spite of a pretty rough misplay of just letting the Golem die a couple turns in here. But yeah, Dodrio not really doing the offensive work that you're kind of hoping for it with,
especially at +2. I'm surprised it did that little.
Yeah, I mean, it is a Alolan Persian. We all know to respect around here, but even so. And yeah, Water Pledge being Empoleon's best water type stab is such a bummer. Yeah. So the Torracat comes in here, gets the Intimidate off, and just stalls, fake out and then stall the last turn of Trick Room. And then Purple, who had Terra Grass on the Golem, but what?
Why does Empoleon not have a better move to use than that? It doesn't get Scald.
Surf would be the other choice.
Well, it does get Hydro Pump, but I guess you don't.
Well, sure, Hydro Pump, but you want your bulky Steel type to sit around long enough.
I guess Water Pledge isn't really that bad.
Reliable.
It's still 80 power.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. It just I guess it just feels worse than it is. It's actually the same base power as Scald.
Just without the burn benefit.
Yeah. So yeah, kills the Persian, kills the Golem, and now Purple's in a 1v2. It is choiced, so the taunt not really doing anything, so kind of getting lucky there. And then parting shot to lower it down. Shadow Ball into the Protect. Does get the KO there, but
-2.
Then this Flare Blitz. The burn is kind of unlucky. Puts it on the clock, but one Flare Blitz is going to or a second Flare Blitz is going to kill anyway. But the weak armor allowing the Poltegeist to get 2 hits off.
Wow, that's
before
unfortunate.
the Torracat gets the move again.
That's so unfortunate because it outsped otherwise.
Yeah, and then even at -4, it still was cleanly two-shotting the Torracat.
Yeah, thanks to the knockoff coming out earlier. Knocking off the EVL-8.
Knocking off the EVL-8 and the fact that it was choice specs, I believe, as well.
Right.
But
I guess there was no way out considering there's no way to get around the weak armor.
Yeah, there's no way to get around the weak armor, but certainly when I was watching it on Purple's video, it was I was not, I was like, oh, he didn't lose. It's pretty fun stuff. All right, so next up, we got this Sukaba versus Tux. This is game 2 of your set, right?
Okay.
Game 1, Tux Terra Ground EQ'd on the Trevenant, and just kind of ran through you, right? He kind of got to play on easy mode.
Yeah.
In that first game.
I did not know Trevenant got Earthquake. That was quite a surprise for me, and it just wrecked my gameplay.
And it kind of felt like Tux was in your head in game 2 a little bit.
Yeah.
With the same lead from Tux, you switch up your lead. with the Blastoise and the Carbink. Your game 1 lead was Pachirisu and
Carbink.
Camerupt,
Actually, no, not Carbink. Yeah, and Camerupt.
And Camerupt, yeah. So now I like your play of fake out the Trevenant, thinking Terra Ground EQ again, but then Tux just doesn't.
Yeah.
And yeah,
and it's funny too because I probably should have known that the Pavilion wasn't Shield Dust because I watched it click Sleep Powder the game before.
Yeah.
So that's usually a indicator that it would be
Compound Eyes.
Compound Eyes.
Yeah.
But it also could be Covert Cloak, with that. So I don't know. I don't hate my play. I think I would do the same thing. I was trying to just get Trick Room up, and unfortunately it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Freeze is nice though.
Yeah.
Lucky it actually nice. It gave me a chance to win.
And then the light screen lets the Trevenant live.
Yeah. Light screen was a big problem here because otherwise I could have clicked Heat Wave and KO'd it, which would have been much better for me.
And then we've got this full health Crawdaunt to switch into the Ice Beam. You get the Tinkaton down, which is nice. Like if you aren't getting through that, it's gonna be over for you. But you're at least definitely still in with a chance here at this point. You got basically all of your power. Braviary is your 4th mon, or is Breloom?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I think it's Breloom. It's Breloom, I think.
Yeah. So my point being, like, you still have plenty of offensive power potentially.
Yes, the light screen is an issue though because I have 2 special attackers here.
Yeah, and
that was a bad protect for me from the camera up. I could have got something done there.
Tailwind coming up here. Trevenant basically dead. Vivillon not super offensively threatening, but those sleep powders could be a problem, right? But this Crawdaunt living the Mach Punch, take the Breloom down to Sash, and then finish it off. And you're in a 1v1, but
yes,
the Terra types are not in your favor, right? Like you can't hit it with Earth Power. Flamethrower is doing basically nothing.
I have to hit it with Earth Power, basically.
Yeah, because it's your last one's Heat Wave. Yeah, it's Water type, so I mean you can hit it with Heat Wave.
Well, the problem really is that he's faster and he has Sleep Powder,
and
so
I
can never move unless I wake up. So I pretty much had to play for that.
Yeah, and you do manage to get some attack. Like
I do get some luck and some unluck.
1 turn sleep twice, I believe.
Both times, yes, that's true.
Yeah, huge damage. But sleep powder.
I mean, really nice Terra from Tux though on the water.
Yeah,
because otherwise I would have just hit it with a flamethrower. It would have died.
And then the flinch, the wake up and flinch is rough.
Yeah,
it keeps you from going to a game 3.
To be fair though, I think the RNG balanced out. I got a freeze and I got 2 1-turn wake ups, so I can't really complain.
True.
It was just well prepped by Tux. I didn't know how to handle the earthquake bot on the Trevenant. I really should have had goggles on the Carbink. I got greedy, thinking I can deal with it without it, but it was well played.
All right, next up we got LS Keith versus Red Jolteon.
This is a good
Sorry, I know you're all Australians, but you are distinct human beings in your own right, and I did not say the wrong name as an intentional slight, merely an accidental one. I think we're going to get a little Grumpig being scary type of action on this one.
I thought this was the one where Girder was a big deal.
Girder is a big deal in this. This is game 2. Or no, this is game 1, sorry. So my thoughts on this game is it basically feels like Keith is about to lose the whole game and then doesn't. It's like very high stakes. The Trick Room is nice, right? But Swampert doesn't really care whether it's going first or second or not. That's like its whole thing. The switch is nice.
Rain Dance, interesting.
The Rain Dance, interesting is a generous way to describe it. But seeing the Shukaberry,
nice. Big Iron Head.
A dead Hydrapple. It feels like it's kind of out of position. Berserker not necessarily going to do a ton here, right? Like it's maybe going to take out the Articuno or something like that. But the Swampert probably going to kill it. Like, Keith just not feeling like he's in a super great position here, and just keeps being in a pretty good position.
Yeah, the speed advantage is important, though, and he has it.
And then, the Swampert.
And here comes the star of the show.
Kills the Berserker. Yeah, and then Malamar and Girder comes in here, and is just going to be just showing off why Eviolite is such a good item, right?
It's not running Eviolite, though. It's Flame.
Oh, right. It's Guts. That's right. It's not even running Eviolite. Yeah. It just is
just showing what happens. The real thing was the Terra Bug to get off the...
Terra Bug to get a second Trick Room is nice. And it just starts...
And now it's...
Gets to start killing stuff.
And it's, like, honestly really bulky, even without the Eviolite, defensively. Conkeldurr line has good defense.
Psychic, but nobody missing Rock Slides either.
Yeah. The Electro was a good play there because you get the spread damage.
Like, in Trick Room is nice, right? But, like, still, it's a 1v2. The burn is not on Keith's side here. Like,
I know. It looks bad. But you do have a spread move, luckily. If
one of these Pokemon gets a double protect, then Keith loses, right?
Or a Rock Slide miss.
Or a Rock Slide miss into protect or something like that, right? And, because this is Keith's last turn. The double protect doesn't go out.
There you go.
Rightly
I wonder what's statistically... if it's statistically better to just double attack and bank on the Rock Slide miss, or to get the double protect. Like, I wonder what actually has better odds of you getting out there. What is it? Rock Slide is what? It's 75 accurate or something on
75,
two targets.
So 20. So you're 41% that one of the two misses if you don't care which one.
But then you have 2 chances at a double protect.
And then you have potentially 2 chances at a double protect as well, which is 30. So that's like 49%. So it's like just slightly better to try and...
Well, that's assuming Jolteon has protect too. We didn't see it.
True, we didn't actually see it, but...
Still, though, it's a tough spot, and we see the power of the Girder coming into play.
But,
well done.
Yeah, excellently done by Keith, and excellently done by Girder. Also, are all the Australian guys doing like a weird Top Gear theme? Like, one of them has Jeremy Clarkson. I think Electric has James May, and maybe there's a Richard Hammond out there as well. I don't know what's going on with those nicknames, but all right, who we got next? We got Sora versus Ryan. This is game 2 of the set.
This was a very wild set by Ryan. Had some heat.
some fun Primate stuff, some fun Doug Trios. Oh no, this is the Doug Trio match. Doug Trio and Cryogonal leading off.
Listen, Disquake is out. Blizzquake is in.
Blizzquake is the new meta.
That's the new spice of the month. So this was the beat up Lucario in the previous game, I think.
Yeah.
Here we're gonna see some speed control come out from Pheasantipity, I think. Going for the beat up after he sets the speed control.
Yep. Turn 2.
Which I think is a good play.
I like it as well, right? You protect on that first turn.
The problem with Lucario as a beat up mon is it's just too frail. So it does big damage with the attack, and then you just die.
Yeah, Sash here really showing why it's like one of the best items ever.
I know, it's so broken.
And now we have some Rattata nonsense with the Focus Sash Endeavor.
I know,
HP, and Cryogonal gets the kill.
Such a good idea when you have such a fast mon. And this is the thing about Sora's team too. You have the Tailwind up, but no abusers of it because they're too slow. The Doug Trio still outspeeds.
Too mid.
So that was tough. No way out unless you had some sort of priority move.
Yeah, which, not in pot. Well, I guess with these two, like neither
I guess it would be like Bullet Punch, right?
Yeah, I don't think either one of them has a priority move, but yeah, Bullet Punch could have been on the Lucario. I think was actually, and maybe I don't remember, but yeah, crazy stuff from Doug Trio.
I love that. That's so cool. Sash Endeavor.
Electric, I have not watched the video that you put last night. I will be watching that this evening after this. So is maybe the mystery of Jeremy Clarkson and James May
it might be explained to us there, yeah.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, 2 4x ice weaknesses in Diplin and Torterra as well. So
yeah, that is tough.
Was going to get to just have some lunch. Game 1 of this set, the Ursa Ring, got to be like just pretend like Ursa Luna doesn't exist and Ursa Ring is still like a strong.
And it was a real nice Terra in game 1 too, with the Terra Ghost to dodge the fighting move that would have killed it. On the Ursa Ring.
There we go. So it's all based on trios. So we got Mario and Luigi and Peach and Clarkson, Ham and May and stuff like that. Gotcha.
Name a better trio.
Oh, that explains why there's like a PlayStation, and so then I assume there's like Dreamcast and Nintendo 64 or something like that as another trio, something like that.
I love the commitment to the themes. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I love a good bit. I love a bad bit also.
Is that a Magby sighting?
Oh, this is a Magby sighting, and this is a Magby game in this first.
Oh,
this game 1
showing off the power of Follow Me.
So, Xbox, Wii, PlayStation, gotcha. So we're gonna watch this whole set. So we'll play these kind of quick, but this game 1, Magby next to Go-Goat, like what in the world could possibly threaten Go-Goat in this situation? It's just gonna get to do whatever it wants, and it indeed does, especially with.
I was thinking it might hit. Doesn't it have a move that raises its defense by like 3?
Oh,
or is that its ability?
Cotton Guard.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna click that.
I don't know if it has Cotton Guard, but that is a move that exists.
But then, it doesn't. It doesn't actually have it this gen.
One of our coaches is young, the others were poor in the '90s, so no Dreamcast.
This Go-Goat. I actually don't think this Go-Goat gets hit the entire match.
I think it doesn't come to games 2 or 3, but it definitely does a lot in game 1.
In this game, I don't think it gets attacked. It takes a single point of damage.
Yeah, Terrifier's nice. Sucker Punch definitely would have killed a million times.
Yep. It might be. It's probably tinted lens though, so it probably is the same damage. Right.
Oh, on the low kick. It could be.
Well, I guess it turns it from a 2x to a 1x.
Oh yeah, from a 2x to a 1x. Yeah. But yeah, Sucker Punch just letting.
I'm honestly surprised at how little that play rough does. Bisharp is so bulky.
Yeah, surprised as well. And Milk Drink.
There you go. It did take damage.
Excellent.
It just restored it.
Yeah.
Love me some Milk Drink. What a goofy move.
Competitive Milk Drink. And Milk Drink was lowered to 8 PP. Life Dew is like the only good healing move that's still 16.
Recover isn't 16?
No, it's 8 now.
Nice.
All those are lowered.
Gotcha.
Go-Goat just getting to doop-to-do, don't care about you, la 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 la. And yeah, this Oricorio just has nothing that it can be doing.
It doesn't have the juice.
Not into 2 fire types with Revelation Dance as its main attacking move. But so Kamo wins game 1 with Milk Drink Go-Goat. And just like has nothing.
Well, there you go. There's Magby buying it 2 turns to click bulk up. It's the power of Follow Me. And I always say, like in these matches, I feel like when you're prepping, like prepping against like a really good Follow Me user versus like a baby one, like you don't really think about the baby one as much. So like it's easier to catch you off guard.
Yeah, at least in prep, right? Like when you see the Magby on the other side, you're like, "Oh, right, Magby has followed me." That's why you draft it. It's definitely.
But like your primary game plan probably isn't around stopping that, you know?
Isn't, yeah. So game 2 here, Barnosa has like some pretty good protects here in the early game. Kamo leading with his favorite old combo of Frost Breath plus Primeape for max attack. Rage Fist into the Protect there on turn 1. Gets the Trick Room up. Magby's
I
gonna
like
come
this
in
play.
here,
Get your
slow
redirector
it
in.
down. Yeah. And
Calm Mind, Spiritomb. Wow.
another
Wow.
Protect. Yeah.
That's
Bulky.
a lot of damage.
That's 2 wasted Rage Fists. Magby's
Spiritomb
dead.
is 92 special attack. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's alright, right?
That's
Single
not bad
target
at all.
Dazzling Gleam. But yeah, we're finally going to get a dead bird with the Rage Fist. And the last turn of Trick Room here. Barnosa probably not going to get a second chance to get the Trick Room set up, right? This Primeape and Low Kick's probably gonna get to kill the
well, he goes for the Tauros instead.
It goes the Swords Dance actually is nice here. So Spiritomb could have got the Trick Room set up, but Camo just basically decides, I don't really care, right? And then
Tailwind now, a little dual speed control in the same match.
Low Kick's also surprisingly strong in this low tier format, right?
Yeah.
Stab Sucker Punches is nice.
It's a big deal.
But yeah, so we're Spiritomb versus Frostlass, and it's just way too frail.
And there's Cursed Body
Mental
getting rid of the
Herb.
item.
Yeah. Yeah, Cursed
now-
Body gets rid of the item, and now Poltergeist
It wouldn't have
doesn't work.
mattered.
It did get double disabled 2 turns in a row.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's just so many other Pokemon that you would rather have electric in terms of things that Low Kicks might be doing that I agree with you. It's like tough to tell if it's actually good or not.
Low Kicks has a lot of priority, and with Tinted Lens, it's definitely scary.
Yeah, finally
like-
some good Tinted Lens users. It's been like a cool ability that's been exclusively on bad Pokemon, and
Like
now
awful bug types, but now it's
now
got
we've finally got a couple good ones, right? Braviary,
a couple, and here they
Low
face
Kicks are
off.
fine. Yeah, they're facing off against each other. All right, so we got game 3 here. Both players with one game under their belt. Barnosa kind of, wanting to slow the game down. Camo wanting to leverage some support mons to set up some sweepers.
I think if you're Camo here, you either go back to the Go-Goat or you find a way to stop Trick Room from going up.
Yeah, surprising that basically the same lead from Camo, right? It
lives
the +6 Rage Fist, and
it
still
is
gets the
50
Trick Room
base
up.
power, to be fair. Actually, no, it's 100 because it got hit by the. Or does that only work when you're hit by the opponent? No, it should, because I feel like people have done.
Because beat up works definitely. Yeah, it's definitely.
Wow, so that's 100
definitely
base power
100.
at +4, and it lived. Jesus, Spiritomb.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that's probably something that you're planning around, right? And
Still, though, that's a bulky mon to be able to live that unresisted.
It's neutral, and it's got decent stats. So, but it's still impressive, right? Like plus 6, 100 base power moves. It's not stab though, right? It did Terra Ghost, so that's the difference between a Annihilate and Primeape, right? But yeah, finish it off with the first impression.
There you go.
Dynamic Punch, barely doing anything, but getting that confusion.
Yeah, that's what's nice about having a no guard mon. I used to love using Machamp on the ladder for the same reason.
Yeah.
Get a Dynamic Punch off, boom.
Switch out the Low Kicks to reset that Intimidate. Terrifying and hit in confusion is rough there. Letting the Dazzling Gleam finish it off.
That is brutal. That is brutal.
High horsepower, and now it's a 2v1. First impression plus Sucker Punch, not gonna get it done versus the flying type, and Barnosa wins.
Wow.
Welcome to the league, and congratulations on a 1-0 week 1.
Hell yeah, nice job. Welcome to the league.
All right. Now.
Oh, this is what the people have been waiting for.
The match everybody wanted to see. Just happened yesterday. I had already gone through all the matches that were posted at the time, picked out 9 to watch, and then this had to go and happen.
You couldn't leave this out.
So I couldn't leave it out.
This is probably the most heat we've seen this week.
So, definitely, this is the heat of the week for sure. So Heaven wins game 1 with hacks and Kilowattrel for the most part, right? If I remember game 1 correctly. But as soon as I watched this game, everything else just left my brain. I couldn't care less what happened in game 1. Heaven won. That's good enough. We get the Flittle lead. And just... It's like Flittle is a good Pokemon people know how to use and use regularly with the way Heaven is using it. It's just excellent, right? So we get the 1 speed boost. We get the Terra Water. Psychic Terrain. Don't care about your sucker punches
anymore. Gets rid of priority. Anymore. Nice.
Goes down to Sash. Behind a Substitute.
The Psychic Terrain massive there, actually.
Yeah. Oh, huge. Skill swap. Now the Delphox has speed boost and is going to be a problem. The Muddy Water Miss is pretty nice. It probably wouldn't have broken it since it's a water type.
Nah, not with the Terra Water.
You never know. Like, it
could have caught an accuracy drop. Or does that not work through Substitute, the drops?
I think right? Probably not, but I'm not sure. And then the miss on the Flittle,
double miss.
Yeah.
That's such a cool idea, though, is to give speed boost to your Pokemon. I never thought about that. I honestly had no idea this little thing got speed boost and skill swap. So that's some very hidden heat.
Yeah, and we're not even done because it's got another move that we haven't even seen yet. Yeah, so first we're gonna take away Tinted Lens, which is nice.
Which is smart because it doesn't have anything better to do.
Yeah, and it's still just sitting around here. The Delphox gets to just keep throwing out attacks. Forcing Bohm to pay attention to a Pokemon that he absolutely doesn't want to be caring about. Get the Psychic Terrain up for a second time, so no first impressions, no sucker punches. Almost at max speed. And we Ally Switch, saving it for so long.
I know, that's so cool.
To Ally Switch, to give yourself the time to put the Substitute back up. And then get your Citrus Berry to get back above 50%. And
I mean, Flittle did its job. Rest easy, my friend.
Excellently done. Super fun game to watch. And then you bring in your real support mon that I'm sure
Delphox has done literally everything here. Everybody's just clicking support moves to help Delphox.
Yeah. And I'm sure Heaven was expecting Stantler to be in way earlier, right? Like, the double Muddy Water Miss gave Heaven so much more time to just play it slow and careful. And the +6 speed off of the skill swapped speed boost behind the Substitute, Terra Water with the Psychic Terrain up.
I'd love to see that
as both a defensive and offensive support move, helping to clean it out. Well done, Heaven. And well done to Bohm for not quitting the league after that, because
that's brutal.
That was a brutal one.
I know. How could you not have seen that coming in prep, right, guys?
Yeah, of course. Like, you don't prep around skill swap, Ally Switch Flittle with Psychic Terrain.
Wow. Come on, that should have been on the radar. Yeah. No, that's tough. That really well built by Heaven. Good job.
Yeah, exactly, right? You're definitely just hoping to set Psychic Terrain to give yourself a little breathing room versus Lokix's priority moves and to boost the power of your Expanding Forces a little bit. But yeah, just like 6 turns or something of Flittle getting to do stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns Flittle was on the field. So.
Yeah, that's tough.
Crazy. So super fun to watch. Well done to Heaven, and well done to Bone for being a great sport about it. And that is the weekly heat for the week. You got any thoughts for the people?
Let's see some more for week 2. We gotta spice it up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you'll have something. You'll have something fun, Electric, or maybe your opponent will, and then you'll get in that way. But. Alrighty. Thank you everybody for watching. Well, I'll see you around the Discord, and we'll see you next week for week 2 of the low tier Weekly Heat, season 13
Love
of the VBL-S. I'm saying I'm doing peace sign to my camera, but the camera is not on for Weekly Heat. So peace.
All right.
Love you very much.